Welcome back to Stronger Every Day. Today we're talking about the odds when it comes to winning and gambling. So, for those of us who've gambled before, uh, for those of us who may have gambled excessively, a lot of us are aware of the odds, but somehow we believe that we can push the odds in our favor. And that's a miraculous thing to think, knowing that the odds are the odds. If you look at any other facet of life that offers published odds, those odds don't change typically. It's only when it comes to gambling where we somehow think whether it's by if we're playing the lottery, whether it's by buying more tickets, or if it's going to the casino, playing different machines, or hopping on a machine that's been hot for 2 hours. We always think that we can manipulate the odds. Uh, gambling is gambling. The gambling industry survives on hope, on a belief that you can win, a belief that uh, combines with that you can win, you will win. And so that's what's sold by the gambling industry. Yes, we know it's possible that you can win, but I'm talking to you're going to win. All you have to do is just play. And that's what's sold. If you don't play, you won't win. You'll only win if you go out and buy a ticket or buy tickets or if you come to the casino. Other than that, you can be assured that you'll lose. If you don't play, you're going to lose because you didn't play. The reality is that if you look at the odds that are published for you, either way you're going to lose. It's just that if you don't gamble, how the gambling industry sells it is you've outright lost without giving yourself a chance. But if you come and gamble, you can win. But the reality is that you're going to lose your money slowly but surely. And sometimes you'll lose it fast depending on how much money you're gambling. It just, and the gambling industry is, they're gambling on the fact that you have hope, you have a dream, and they're counting on that little area of your brain where you're confident and that you believe that you can do it. They're counting on that area to push you to go ahead. Why not me? Why not me? I definitely can do it. And I'm going to tell you this: money is very hard to come by for most people. And so to entertain any form of gambling seriously, so if you're a casual gambler, then I'm not talking about casual gamblers. I'm talking about professional gamblers or other gamblers that aren't professional but can't stop. Uh, they want to stop, but they can't stop because something in them is telling them, if I stop now, I'll miss I'll miss an opportunity to win. That next ticket I bought could have been a winner, or that next visit to the casino could have been where I got my big $50,000 hit on the Wheel of Fortune machine. So it's all a dream, but you're dreaming with real money that affects real lives. So back to the odds. One thing I will give the gambling industry credit for, particularly state lotteries and instant tickets and online games in states such as the Pick Three uh, Lotto, Mega Millions, Powerball, Little Lotto. There are a lot of different variations of these games. I'll give the lottery credit. They publish the odds very clearly. They publish the odds on their website. And if you look at the back of a ticket, particularly an instant ticket, you'll see the odds. And I'm sure they have them published on the back of online game tickets as well. They'll tell you what the odds are to win the grand prize. And they'll give you the overall odds. And so it's kind of misleading because a lot of times when they give you the overall odds, it'll say, for example, 1 in 6. I recently looked at a lotto game in the state of Indiana, and the overall odds to win were like 1 in 6 to win like any prize. However, to win that lotto in the state of Indiana, your odds are about 1.933 million. And most people who buy these online lottery tickets, like the lotto game, their desire is to win the jackpot. I happen to think 1.9, excuse me, yeah, 1.933 million. I think that those are terrible odds, but that's just me. But the odds are published. You're told this in advance. Me myself, I used to gamble on. I used to play a lot of tickets. There's a division of the Pick 3 in a particular state that's called front pair, back pair, and I used to enjoy playing. And I won. I won a few times, but I lost more than I won. And the odds on this particular game is 1 in 100, meaning it's a pair. You can either get the front pair or the back pair from 00 to 99. So if you buy one ticket, your odds are indeed 1 in 100. If you buy 5 tickets, now you reduce your odds to 1 in 20, which is much better than Mega Millions odds in terms of winning the grand prize, a Powerball and everything. But you'll still end up losing more than you win. And then, of course, any game where the odds are more favorable to you, the payout's going to be less. So now, let's talk about Powerball and Mega Millions. Let's talk about when the jackpot reaches $1 billion, $2 billion, or $3 billion, or $3.8 billion. All across the country, you'll see you have gas stations with long lines. You'll see merchants busy. The news media even gets involved. Hey, Mega Millions has just reached $3.8 billion. The news media might tell you, hey, don't forget to get your ticket. Tell your friends about it so they can get their tickets. Mega Millions, Powerball, both of them, they're pretty much the same, just two different names. And so it's amazing that the media can spark nationwide euphoria over these games. And somewhere in the broadcast, they may mention, well, your odds, the overall odds is 1 in 292 million on one and 1 in 290 million on the other. But they'll kind of slide that in as a footnote. The main thing they want you to do is go get your ticket. And in this case, the footnote is what's important, because the footnote, the 1 in 292 million or 1 in 290 million, that footnote is important to you because that means that you yourself, you're not going to win the grand prize. The gambling industry sells you hope, because the first thing they tell you is, well, hey, you know somebody has to win that jackpot, which is a reality. They might not win at that draw or the next draw or the next, but eventually someone will win. But I can assure you, and I'm no psychic or anything, but I can assure you, for the most part, I'm 99.999% sure you aren't going to win the jackpot. And let me say, I hopefully I didn't disappoint you. That money is well spent elsewhere. And even the lower jackpots of that they may have $1 million or 100,000, the chances are you won't win that either. So we need to be aware of the odds. When it comes to instant tickets, I'll just reference one state in particular where recently I looked at their published annual report, and they're raking in a lot of money on instant tickets. And your odds of winning on instant tickets is incredibly low. Incredibly low. Um, but the gambling industry does a great job of making you feel good. So we'll use any instant ticket as an example. Let's take an instant ticket that pays out maybe $1 million. So you can actually go on your state lottery's website, and they'll not only will they publish the odds for winning $1 million, but they'll tell you how many outstanding $1 million tickets is out there. And so how they generate excitement is, hey, this game has 8 $1 million jackpot prizes, and 4 have been claimed, but 4 are outstanding. So now you think you're going to be one of the people who could win one of those 4 $1 million prizes that are still out there. And the chances are you're not going to win, but you know that those prizes are outstanding. They're out there. So it gives you hope. And you're hoping against hope. While you're hoping, just be aware of what the odds are. The odds are telling you what it is. The odds are telling you that $1 million ticket, yes, someone's going to win that. But it's very much likely not to be you. And so the money would be well spent elsewhere. We just have to be aware of the odds. What are the odds? So, I want you guys to let me know in the comments. I mean, do you think the lottery's fooling people or trying to fool people? Because I'm not sure. If this lottery organization is telling you what the odds are, then it's up to the people to weigh those odds and decide, hey, I still want to play, or I don't want to play. What do you want to do? It's amazing to me that we'll neglect the odds of the lottery and buy tickets, hoping against hope to win. But we very much pay attention to the odds in other situations. So, for example, a lot of us have been cautioned against buying a lemon, buying a vehicle with, say, too many miles on it, because the odds are the vehicle will break down, and many of us won't buy a vehicle with many miles on it. We are paying attention to the odds. But when that Mega Million jackpot gets up to 3.8 billion, we'll go out and buy as many tickets as we can. So it's just it's a question that we have to ask ourselves. Why? And I'm not even saying that there's a one right answer. It's just a question we need to pose. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. And before I go, I just want to show you exactly what the odds are on Powerball and Mega Millions. Powerball 1 in 92,201,338. Here's your Powerball odds. You're not going to win it. And here's your Mega Millions odds. 1 in 290,472,336, the grand prize. Someone will win these jackpots. It's just not going to be you. Leave me some comments and let me know what you think. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe. Stronger every day.